Hi, my name is Ariel, and welcome back to Ariel's X's. This is a video about cross-stitch. I want to start out by apologizing about the lighting today. It's not the best. I'm doing my best. It's just one of those months, and it's been nothing but cloudy all day, and I don't have any fancy lights, so I kind of rely on natural lighting. So, we'll hop right into it. I finally have FFOs. If you have been around and watched any of my previous 2 videos, I say that like I have so many videos and so many followers, guys. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I have a fear of FFOs. Luckily, I went to see the amazing Amy and Memory from Current Situation / Barefoot Needle Arts this month, and they finished things for me. So I kind of cheated. So the first thing is a pattern by Happy Sloth off of Etsy. I will post the pattern information down below. And it is this pattern that is a D20. All my gaming nerds, tabletop gaming nerds, will recognize this. And it's got our crit fail and says, "Guess I will die," or "I'll die." We just repurposed a existing decoration and then added the ribbon around it to bring out some of this blue, and then this was the dark blue. Funny story, not the original thing that this was going to be finished in. I am a major klutz to the fact that I drop things, I trip, I broke my ankle standing still in college, completely sober. Klutz. We found this amazing floating frame that was exactly the right size, that was going to have everything we needed in it, was not going to be hard to finish whatsoever. Get in line, I'm standing there, and it was like someone invisible popped the bottom of my hands, and all over the floor, less than 5 seconds from when we were going to check out. So apparently I don't need to hold things if I want nice finishes. So my other FFO is a gift from my mother-in-law. In our family, we refer to her as Honey. It's a tradition that my husband Stanley had. So this is a pattern from the Little Stitcher. And originally it had all these bees down below, which I left it off. So I have everything else here is as called for with the DMC, not fancy floss. I finished the pattern, and Memory made a little decorative pillow for me. So I cannot wait to give this to my mother-in-law. I think she's going to love it. So, from there, we move on to whips, because those are all the things I finished this month. I'm feeling pretty good about that, considering I usually have one finish a month, and both of those were finishes and FFOs. So, one of my bigger whips that I've been doing, I say that like most of my whips aren't big. If this is your first time, most of my whips are big, because apparently I can't just do small pieces. So I'm working on Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. And last month I had finished the topper, and I was working on these. So when I was at Memories, I finished Eat Candy, other than adding the buttons. But Memory tells me buttons come at the end, so I'm going to count these as small finishes. I finished Visit a Haunted House, and I am very close to being done with Scare a Crow. I have to finish filling in our sunflower here, and then there's like 3 leaf things here. So my goal with this piece is to try to get 2 rolls, 1 flip, done a month, so that I can hopefully have all the stitching done on this by the end of July, which would mean if I send it off to get framed, I have plenty of time to get it back before Halloween this year, so that I can actually display it. You know what they say about well-laid plans? They don't always pan out, but we can hope. So my next whip is the piece for my husband, and this is from Nina Olson Embroidery. And when we last met, I had finished Chewbacca's top, the Stormtrooper top, Boba Fett's top, and I had not started Dear Old Darth Maul. Over the course of 4 days, I managed to stress stitch the ever-living daylights out of this and get the whole top section of Darth Maul finished. So now all I have left is to finish the top section of Vader and Yoda. From that point, instead of moving across, I think I'm going to just start going down. Because I'm dumb and had never put a big piece in a Q-snap prior to this. Because, little reminder, I'm only about 2 years into stitching. And I had every intention to do a left start. I got it in the Q-snap, I turned it around, realized the fabric wasn't there to be a right start. So this much fabric, I was not taking it out and trying again. So I just did a right start. And when I get to the left, I'm then gonna stitch left to right because that's how I wanted to do to begin with. So next month, the hope is to have that top section of, I believe it is Darth Vader next finished, which that is going to be a nightmare to stitch on this Black Ada. I don't know why I did Black Ada. The next time I think about doing Black Ada, I need someone to smack my hand and tell me no. But it's going to be a lot of blacks and grays on black. Thankfully, I have younger eyes, even though they're horrible. And then I have a new start, and that is Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studios. And I have finished my first motif, and I am using a scroll frame for the first time, and I'm so excited. I love it. I'm so glad that Memory let me borrow her frame before I've decided to invest in one, but I'm investing in one. I love the scroll frame. I love two-handed stitching. I've been doing one-handed up to this point. I feel like it's so much faster. I feel like it's so much neater. Like, look at the back of this. I'm not going to show you the back of my other things because they are a hot mess, but this back is pretty. And I think it's because it's just the scroll allows that. So now to the longest part of this video, and that is acquisitions and haul, I guess. So, I am starting to kit up things that will possibly be Mania starts or earlier if I can't wait. And I grabbed Pandemic last year when it was free. So I have myself some Vintage Country Mocha that I'm going to stitch it on. And originally I was going to stitch over 2, but I think I might be crazy and try to stitch over 1 on 32 count. Yeah, don't know how long that's going to last and if I'm not going to end up just frogging what I have. But I've decided, you can't really see the color very well, but I'm going to do it in Bing Cherry so that there's a little bit of variation within it, but I haven't done something this big monochromatically and haven't worked with variegated floss long enough to be able to be like, oh, this is where I need to start with the thread if I want this to appear dark versus light. So we're not going to get that fancy. I'm just going to let it naturally variegate and get the pattern on this beautiful Vintage Country Mocha. Next is another project bag because I have a problem, and you'll see, that I bought from Barefoot Needle Arts. It is a beautiful Paris bag with this beautiful flower fabric inside. And then I have 3 bags that were made from fabric that I purchased because you cannot sell some of these fabrics because you would get sued or taken off. So first one's a Marauder's Map, and on the inside are snitches. I adore it. I had tons of extra fabric, so you'll see I have a new little Marauder's Map pillow back there because, you know, it's amazing that that series was written by nobody. I have this tarot bag with this key inside, which I think if they get more of this fabric, they being Barefoot Needle Arts gets more of this fabric for Halloween, this would be an awesome seller because this combination is everything. And then finally, I have this Hogwarts House fabric, and the inside is Deathly Hallows. And they're beautiful, and I can't wait to decide what I'm putting in these bags. Now on to patterns, 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 patterns galore. So I have Winter's Wisdom by Cottage Garden. And I know that there is a whole series of these patterns, and I'm really thinking that I'm going to get them all. I just love the simplicity of this. I don't know if I'm going to do it in fancy floss or not, but I have them now. I have no Thanksgiving pieces. I have a lot of Halloween. I'm obsessed with Halloween. And this is Happy Thanksgiving by Frosted Pumpkin. I have Walk on the Beach by Erica Michaels. I have Night Walk Down by the Blue Flower. I'm excited to say that I finally got my hands on Halloween at Hawk Run. If you've watched my other videos, I originally ordered this for myself from 123 Stitch for Christmas, but got sent houses at Hawk Run. And I eventually wanted to stitch that piece, so I didn't send it back, but I have been itching to get my hands on Halloween's Hawk Run. I have Winter Quakers by Rosewood Manor. I have She Feeds Them Well by the Scarlet House. I have Spring Fling by Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. Let me make sure I turn it right. And to go along with that, I also have All Bundled Up. Then I have Playing with Jacks by the Cricket Collection. Autumn Witch 2013 by the Sunflower Diaries. Twas the Night by Sue Hillis Designs. And So She Did by, I think it's So Emma. So I'm excited to start stitching all of those things. As you can see, there's a lot there. My plans for April are to full out plan my Mania. I think I'm going to do 15 starts in Mania, and I know it's the last official Mania. Memory pointed that out to me recently, and I hate that I'm getting onto this train a little bit late. But I'm going to get my Mania plans together, so stay tuned for that in April's video. And I plan to start Pandemic by Long Dog. So expect to hopefully see a new start next month, my Mania plans, more progress on Halloween Rules, the Nina Olson Star Wars piece, and at least one more motif from Halloween Quaker. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you come back. And have a good rest of your month. Bye.